So in the previous video, we learned about renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system in detail. So we are going to learn now strategies to treat congestive heart failure directly. So related to renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system, the very first class and first line treatment for CHF is ACE inhibitors, that is angiotensin convertase enzyme inhibitors. So under normal physiological conditions, overall effect of ACE, that is RAS system activation, are vasoconstriction, as we discussed last time. Angiotensin 2 is a potent vasoconstrictor, and then because of stimulation of aldosterone release, increase in excretion of sodium and water. So decrease in excretion of sodium and water, thus increase in blood volume. So ultimate effect is increase in blood pressure and increase in peripheral vascular resistance. That is under normal physiological conditions. We need exactly opposite of this. So our ACE inhibitors, what they do is, they will inhibit angiotensin 1 conversion to angiotensin 2. Hence vasoconstriction is inhibited. Because vasoconstriction is inhibited, the arterioles will be dilated and hence there will be decrease in the peripheral vascular resistance. When the peripheral vascular resistance is decreased, of course it leads to decrease in afterload. Second, aldosterone release is inhibited. Hence, there is increase in sodium and water excretion. Hence, blood volume will decrease. That will lead to decrease in blood pressure, which will ultimately decrease peripheral vascular resistance. Okay. And it is what it is doing. It is excreting water. So, of course, it will help in decreasing the edema also, the fluid accumulation which has happened in the body. You know, furosemide. Okay. Sorry, ignore that. So basically it will decrease the edema also. Decrease edema. So there is decrease in the fluid which is flowing through the system. So ultimately there will be decrease in the preload. Last effect is, what is happening, if you remember this, angiotensin convertase enzyme causes conversion of bradykinin to kinin. So when I am inhibiting angiotensin convertase enzyme, it also inhibits the bradykinin to kinin conversion. What will happen as a result? There will be bradykinin which won't be converted to kinin and it will get accumulated. Bradykinin is a vasodilator. So vasodilation will follow, which is favorable for us. But this bradykinin, what happens? It gets accumulated in the pulmonary region and it is protusive in nature. What is protusive? Cough producing. So it causes dry cough condition in the patient, and that is a very well known and classical side effect of ACE inhibitors. The side effects of ACE inhibitors are dry cough, hypotension and hyperkalemia. Why hyperkalemia? Because we are increasing the excretion of sodium, and what is happening? Because of that, potassium is getting spared in the collecting tubule. If you are not able to remember this, please refer to diuretics video. Hypotension is a side effect which you will see in every class of the drug. Why? Because ultimately these drugs are aiming to decrease the blood pressure, right? Ultimately the mechanisms are such that your blood pressure is going to get decreased. But in case of congestive heart failure patient, most probably the patient condition is accompanied with hypertension. So there generally the hypotensive effect is very much favorable or usable for the patient. But what if the patient is not hypertensive? Then the hypotension can be a problem. The drugs are captopril, enalapril, fosinapril and ramipril. So going ahead with the next class, that is angiotensin 2 receptor blocker. So what we are doing here now, angiotensin 1 is getting converted into angiotensin 2. But with these drugs, we are not allowing the formed angiotensin 2 to bind with its receptors, specifically AT1 receptors. Okay. So these AT1 receptors, when angiotensin binds to it, causes vasoconstriction. Okay. So what are the effects of angiotensin 1 receptor and angiotensin 2 binding? Angiotensin 2 binds to AT1 and AT2 receptors. binding of angiotensin 2 to AT1 is important event in the RAS pathway. And what is the location? Heart, blood vessels, kidney, adrenal cortex, lungs, and brain. And what are the actions of this binding? It mediates vasoconstrictor action, plus it stimulates aldosterone release. So if I am able to have antagonistic effect on angiotensin 1, what is going to happen? Vasoconstrictor effect will be inhibited, plus stimulation of aldosterone release will be inhibited. Now what happens at cellular level? So angiotensin AT1, that is angiotensin 1 receptor, is a G protein coupled receptor. What it leads to, once angiotensin binds to it, it activates phospholipase C. This phospholipase C increases cytosolic calcium that causes stimulation of protein kinases, inhibit adenylate cyclase, and activates tyrosine kinases. Okay, so ultimately, because of this all increase in the calcium inside the cells undergo constriction. Okay, because vasoconstriction is nothing but contraction of smooth muscles which are there in the blood vessel wall. So these are the normal physiological effects mediated via AT1 receptors. So AT1 blockers will block all above effects. So vasoconstriction is blocked, effect of aldosterone is blocked, and thus they have very similar effect that of ACE inhibitors. The advantages offer is it is not having any effect on bradykinin to kinin conversion. So with the help of AT1 blockers or ARBs, angiotensin receptor blockers, there won't be any dry cough associated with it. The drugs are losartan, telmisartan. The side effect, hypotension. See, in exam, the question can be directly like explain pharmacology of losartan or telmisartan, or it can be write a short note on angiotensin receptor blockers. You'll be able to write it. But if it is also asked as write a short note on ARBs, so you need to guess what is ARB. So that is angiotensin receptor blocker. Or if a question is asked such as write a short note on AT1 blockers. So again angiotensin receptor blockers. So to remember all these synonyms, and then you'll be able to write a paper very well. Thank you. Now next we will discuss in our next video. So we stop this video here.